Welcome everyone to our free weekly sessions of Tuesdays. For the people who are watching now or in the future, today's topic is ease with depression. So when I say the word, as we always start with, what does the word depression brings up in all of y'all's world? You can type in, you can unmute. What does the word depression means to you guys? Anyone?
I was laughing. I feel I went out by aimlessly laughing and aimlessly talking. It's like
Or
that.
you tend to do that when you feel the word with depression.
I don't know whether that is depression or what, but aimlessly I feel like doing things aimlessly.
Interesting. And yeah, Vandana, what do you want to express?
For me, it's a feeling of life is not worth living, and all of this is just like, uh, you know, it's
जो
just
चल रहा है बस चलने दो.
yeah, it's just not worth living, and it's just being fed up and feeling stuck.
Okay, beautiful. What else? Anyone else would like to say what they feel with the word depression? Would they like to unmute? They want to write it on the chat. Just perceive it. Not by the dictionary meaning. We all know what does it mean. But what does the word depression means to you guys in your own way?
Feeling low and helplessness.
Helplessness. Okay. So quite similar, and someone wants to just talk extra so that they can feel with them somewhere. So again, there's no right or wrong. These are how in coping mechanism way, we learn how to cope ourselves in these emotions. It's like a programming, like when this energy words comes up, we exactly do things which majority of the world tend to do it. When we are saying the word depression, you're deeply trying to go below what you are actively can be and create in this world. It's one way of saying, you know what, I don't want to be present here. Let me go more deeper away from my own being and my self. So when we are not with us, it's like a certain way of checking out. So surrounding allows you to how to feel and know. And our body as being like, a capacity of like a sponge. If you hear the whispers, it's most of the loud sounds are about sadness, depression, anger. It's all the more on the lower controlling energies. And we all make it this real in our world. And then we say, no, I've got nothing to do with the world. I am going through this. The reason we are going through is because we've given so much power to this world. So we create that scenario because we feel this is normal to do it. And then we give power and reasons to the other person or particular people that, you know what, when these kind of scenarios come, I will go out. I'll check out. I'll go so deep and low that you can take it over. So everything, all this is bringing up, can we destroy and uncreate it all? Wow, right and wrong, good and bad, foreign pork, all nine shorts, boys, ads and beyond. So just perceive it. If there was no word of this in your dictionary, word depression, how would you like to really be in your world? Just perceive that. There's nothing called this word called sadness, depression. What would now happen to you guys?
Too much fun.
Fun. So what will it take for you to choose that?
Yes.
What comes up? Not possible?
Too many responsibilities to be taken care of. So
See, now you're not talking the truth. Thank you for saying that.
For me, it would be I would have to take responsibility for all the shit.
So thank you for all. Actually, you're being ready to be honest to yourself. You guys need to acknowledge your own being for that, because that's the reason we don't want to be the true energy, because we've concluded another underline. Sad chalte raho, depressed raho, to koi aur dekh lega. I'll not have to look into it. I can play that game. It's like the victim mode.
Yeah,
The victim mode.
the world is so shit to me and I'm depressed, I'm so helpless. So that's the victimization. And
that's victimizing. And suddenly people are like, okay, you know what, he or she is low for a few days, give them that space. So you rather demanding that space, we don't know how to demand in this world. So we create lack and we go deeper beyond our being. And that's how we start attracting all this, because we exactly know if you're going to show up in our 100% capacity, the true joy of our being, we will create. And it's not about responsibilities, it's about choosing you. And then you can manipulate the world how you want to do the work on it. But we believe if someone who's on the upper power, the higher power, he or she is the one who's taking all the responsibilities. But get present. Is it really true? Or they know how to dictate and tell people what to do and not to do in a way of manipulation. And we think dictate karte. Look at the people who really are present. Look, any person in your life, or even if there's no one in your life, do that. Perceive the people who are really creating in their world. Who are the
Yes,
really
I can. I know people who are doing that and doing well also.
exactly.
Well meaning enjoying life, having fun, as well as, manipulating things in their way.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So it's a choice. And again, in this reality, again and again, manipulation is looked as a down way. That that you're not being a good person or good human being. Is it true? Manipulate is the energy, how much the other person can hear. But when you learn to be present with your own being, then only you know what you can tell them. What we tend to do in this reality is, I'll make myself less, but I will keep telling you the truth. So I'm already telling the world I am nobody in this world. So that's how we start creating the lack, the depression, the sadness, and you're giving that power to those people, those scenarios, that you all are more powerful. And when you'll tell me, or when you will do this for me, then I'll receive me. So that weight, that whole thing, we go deeper, deeper in our depression. That's how science proves it. They never tell you that you're, in the reports, in one go you became depressed. It's slowly, because you're just going more away from your own being. It's a way of checking out, being in different, like, checking out doesn't mean like you're dead. Checking out is mean you're literally just breathing for the heck of it in this body. You're doing your daily mundane routine, but you're not really present with your ask. You're not present what you are, where you are, what truly makes you happy in that day or that moment. If we do it for fragment seconds, but not actually being there. And then when you'll ask anyone, how was your day? Oh, it was fine. Was it even actually fine? Just because their whole day went so-called over. So that's again, a very basic words. Okay, fine. How are you? I'm good. It's a patent words of these 4-5 words we address with each other. But are you really doing good? Are you really being with yourself? Because allow just for even half a day, even if you all can't do it for one day, just allow yourself for half a day being present with yourself. However you're doing, showing up, however intense it is, however relaxed it is, because we don't have to wait to be relaxed. The minute you're asking for it and being present with your being, you'll start creating the relaxation of the ease of your being. Even for half a day. How you have to do it, you just have to choose it. Being present. It's like, or look in the area of your life when someone is not getting it, just get present. When was the max I was present with my life? Go to that energy, because that's how the brain can resonate with it, and it might just take you from that example. Because most of us get only present in when there is a threat of something, or when we are driving, or we're cooking, extreme scenarios, when you have to do a lot of things in action for that span of couple of minutes or that hour. But that is more from a space of an action form of being alert with yourself, not from the joy of what you really like to be in this reality. They're two different things. Because most of us are driving or doing cooking or whatever, or the office work, I have to be present, is from the space of, because I have to do it. But when you are present, is the true energy what you really like to be. Like for certain people, it could be painting. Some people, it could be really a good workout. I'm just giving you that space to all of you all. Again, you are doing an action, but that's the true presence, because you guys like that. If any of you like that space. But when you allow that kind of energy to tap into your being, it allows to create for longer time. And when you function from there, the spam of depression, the sadness is bound to reduce because you're being like, you know what, I am showing up. That sound around the society or the people, what you are accumulating in your being starts to reduce. And it starts to help to trust yourself that what you know about you. And that goes in any area of your life. So everything all this is bringing up, can we destroy and uncreate it all? Right and wrong, good and bad, pot and pock, all 9 shorts, boys, for vans and beyond. What else is coming up when I'm talking about all this? Anyone? Anyone
Rashi,
has-
I want to
Mhm.
ask you something, like maybe it's related to this or not topic, but somehow I just wanted to know that, like, whenever I'm trying to be present in, you know, in that present right now, I go into a fidgety mode.
Okay.
So that really disturbs me. I want to be back to be present, but something distracts me and I'm not being present then.
Okay, so you need to be honest about it. When you're being distracting, what are you avoiding about you?
Okay.
Because there's something, a pattern in you that if you get so present with yourself, it will not, it's stopping you not to create you. It's like an unknowing thing. It's like, you know how certain people say, I don't know. I don't know the problem. Is it true? Or you really don't want to know about it?
There's something I think I'm avoiding, but
Exactly. So you need to be honest. So truth, what are you truly avoiding about you? Whatever that energy comes up, start destroying that and then see what shows up. And even if certain energy still sticks to it, again, clear that. Because sometimes it is that just a point of view, you guys all need to get present and clear that. Because we don't even realize that when we absorb that and made it ours. And then we start believing this is all mine, this is how I function. We don't even realize that, you know what, we are tapping into people and making it ours. I'm just going to mute everyone. Sometimes it
any,
requires, yeah, you can unmute because I think she didn't.
yeah, I just wanted to know, is there any clearing which I can do in order to,
So
get
just
out of
whatever
this?
I'm avoiding and defending with all of this, can I destroy and uncreate it all?
Oh, thank you.
Thank you. What else is coming up for you guys with the depression, sadness? Anyone? Any other question? Wow. Everyone's lives are sorted. We don't have any sadness, depression. I like that. And why not? Point is, we actually don't have it. We love to create it. Go ahead.
I think depression, I think it's loneliness, like nobody understands you, like just deep loneliness.
Okay. So, truth, why do you want people to understand you?
I don't know, just because like everyone seems to have someone in their life and I don't seem to have anyone, like not even just not romantically, just like anyone at all that is like choosing me.
Are you choosing you?
I'm not
Truth.
sure that what it means anymore.
Point is, you're not gonna, if you're gonna acknowledge you in this world, no one can see you.
How do you acknowledge yourself? Like what do you do?
Just be the gratitude. Start with the as basic as be grateful for your being, that you're alive, that you have created whatever the life, the body, the family. It's all your creation. Start with the basic.
Okay.
Start slowly. If nothing, just even daily writing 3 things. What are you truly grateful about you? Not from the validation space, how the world perceives you, but truly in Priyanka's own eye.
Okay.
Because again, it will come, okay, like if a simple example I'll give you, I mean, I don't know your looks and anything, but I'm just giving you a vague example. If you love your hair, suppose, I mean, people have perceived that, like, you know, suppose you have good hair. I'm just giving you a very vague example, guys. And you need to be honest. Are you writing that gratitude because is it you really liking your hair, or it's because the world has always made you believe that you have beautiful hair? So they're two different things. But you're saying,
Normally,
no, I'm grateful because I have beautiful hair. But in your own eye, you don't look at your hair as beautiful. You bought into that because the people around you have made you believe.
So I think that's what's the issue is. I think I don't accept myself until other people accept me. Like that's the energy basically.
Which majority of the world goes unknowingly about it, and some people go in a higher degree and some people do it in subtle ways. So you need to
Mm,
press until the time you're not going to acknowledge. It's like for the universe, people can't see you. You're there
mm,
in this world, but yet an invisible being energetically. So people
mm,
don't know how to come and address or be around you for a long term. The
mm.
point is you're not ready to be with you. So so energetically, so even if I don't know you, I'm just giving example, people just catch that energy. So they don't want to be around people like that.
Mm.
So you need to start making a demand of that, because it always starts with like, are you ready to choose it? Then you demand that energy and then you commit to that. Because that action, that commitment is only you all can do it for your world.
What
So
does that look like?
however you would like to create that. Okay, tap into any area, all of you guys, where you all know when you really ask for something and it actually got created in your capacity. How, what, we don't know in an easy way or good way, but it got exactly created what you were asking for. It could be at any age, couple of times, once. Just tap into that energy. Haven't we all in our own capacities have done that?
Mm-hmm.
And it, for some people it could be multiple times, some people it could be just handful times. It doesn't matter. Point is you can have it every nanosecond, but are we ready to create? We are all creating, but unfortunately we're creating crap, which leads to sadness and depression in this reality, because it gives us the loop of being in the loophole with this reality. It's like right now all of us are sitting in this call with the space of, oh, I have this problem, I have this problem. It feels the safe zone. Even this problem is there with you, so okay, I can relate to you. Where are we all not ready to acknowledge that, you know what, I want to come out of this pool and go like, a much cleaner pool where I can choose me. But what happens? Look, this is the muddle where everyone are together. You're alone. So we get scared that how can I go in the clean pool alone? So we feel need to keep coming back here because it's like the dirty mess, but saath hai, hum saath hai wala harkat. Point is, when you go up, yes, these people may or may not ready to come up, but you will, in a space of time, see new people in our world. But we don't trust that about ourselves because we are too used to with this muddle with the people out here because it's a known territory. So the polarity of the world, the minute you're asking for more, the universe wants to test from that space, not it's judging you. It needs to see, are you really ready to receive that? Because universe has no point of view. It's ready to give in like abundance. That's why the word abundance means just to give. But we as humanity don't know how to receive it. So the more you are ready to acknowledge you, the universe goes like, okay, he or she is ready to come up from this loophole. Let me take that person slightly higher. And then we stay for there for a few days, but we get so uncomfortable, we dip down. But people who really know how to be there, that's the time they're committing. They go like, no, I don't care. I'm going to go beyond this. I'm going to go beyond this. The so-called who are ready to create with me, they'll start showing up with me. When you allow that to trust about you, it will just get created beautifully. That's why I asked all of y'all, the time when you all have really created, did y'all care that time who was supporting or not supporting? Unknowingly, y'all just knew you could ask for that in your world. So when we could do that time, why it only in a couple of times? Why not every second of that in your life? How potent we all are. Where we are not all ready to acknowledge all of that, can we destroy and uncreate it all? Right and wrong, good and bad, pot and pork, all 9 shorts, boys, ads and beyond. Truth. What else is coming up? Priyanka, this helps?
Yeah, to an extent, yes. Thank you.
Oh, thank you. What else is popping up for you guys? Anything else? Everyone's very quiet. It's a different space in everyone's world today. Go ahead.
I think, sorry if I can add if no one is asking.
Sure.
So I remember this very clearly. So I was in a very beautiful place.
Mm-hmm.
I had quite a decent amount of money at that time, and I don't know, like, but I was just feeling so messed up in my head. And it doesn't matter where I am, how beautiful the place is when you're feeling shitty inside. So I think what I'm searching for is the feeling of like ease and peace wherever I am.
Only you can choose that. No outside world, no outside money can get you that. No
Yeah,
people
so
can get you
like
that, to be honest.
yeah, so like I just don't know what in me created that in my life. Like why does it happen with me? You know what I mean?
Okay. It happens to everyone in their own space. But since you're unmuting and you're talking about it, just so ask yourself, what do you love about matching up with this reality? Be honest to your own being. What power do you love giving them? I'm not going
I don't
deep
know, like
in the
I think
jungle
I have if I
thing,
don't
but
have a problem, I have a guilt of not having a problem because how you relate with other people is like when you
exactly,
complain
exactly. So
and
it's
like
just
if you don't have anything to complain about, it's like, oh, your life is so good and people are envious of you and you don't want that to happen.
thank you. Thank you for acknowledging it. You gave all your answers yourself. Exactly that. Because you're so scared of the judgments, you means all of us, that includes me also in my own way, that we rather be in this messy water with everyone than rather keep choosing us. Because we make that judgments real. But how about just looking at all these judgments? They're just an interesting point of view. Is there a truth to it? It becomes truth when you are ready to make it real in your own world. If it's like it's like I'll give you a very basic example. If you're walking on the road, all of you, okay, and someone from behind screams, "Hey, bitch!" Okay, I'm just giving you all that energy. Would you guys turn around, or you all will keep walking? Anyone?
I will rush and go and hit him.
Hit him. Okay. Okay, thank you for saying that. Anyone else? Would someone walk or would slightly turn around? Be honest to yourself. That person doesn't know you, you don't know that person, but you just walked past and that person just yelled out that word.
I would
Or
continue
taxi or anything, like something like that. Sorry, go ahead.
walking.
I would what? Sorry?
Continue walking. I wouldn't react. I would-
Walking. Okay, Mamta would bash him. You would continue walking. Anyone else would want to say something?
I will also
Simply
react.
walking.
One by. Okay, now suddenly everyone came around. Okay, Sumita, what? Sorry?
Yeah, I'll also react. I'll
You'll
turn
react.
around. Yes.
Okay, yeah. Jazz, go ahead.
I'll keep on walking unless it's directed at my name. I don't really
No,
care.
I'm saying I said clearly. He or that person or she, whoever's yelled that thing, did not know you. You don't know them. So there's no name exchange. They just address that word.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Unless they had addressed me, there's no way I would turn around. I would just keep on walking.
Okay. So now look at that. And the people, even if you are not expressing, just get present with that energy in your own world. The people who reacted to it, that means they believe it's them. And the people who don't react to it are the people in their world that word doesn't matter who they are addressing to, because they know in their world they are not addressing it to me. It's not about the word, it's about the energy connecting to it. Because that person not necessarily was telling you, it could be someone simultaneously also walking, but we make it personal that when people are saying something, it means only me. And that gets sticky because we want to believe that energy because it's somewhere within us that about ourselves. That's why when people react to it. So everything all that brought up, can we destroy and uncreate it all? Right and wrong, good and bad, poor and poor, all nine shorts, boys, pervads, and beyonds. I just give you a very basic example, but there are certain words like that when people in our families or our loved ones address, we immediately want to react because we make it real that they tell us that. And we started making it so real. So the minute after 1 day, 5 days, 5 years, or whenever they come around you, the slightly energy of that, they are being with that, we make it real that, you know what, he or she's going to exactly tell me that or behave in that energy with me. Because we want to radiate that going like, yes, I am that. So even that sadness, depression, a lot of people will go like, oh, you know what? He or she is so sensitive. Let's not tell them because he'll start crying. He'll be so sad and all that. So you're allowing the world like, you know what? I have this loophole. I'll keep doing that. And it's so easy for me to do it. So unknowingly, a lot of time people don't even want to come out of it. It becomes like a victim zone, more than the victim zone, a safeguard zone. So we protect ourselves this way by reacting to it. And this is how we even react, by taking the sadness, depression of the world in our being. Because it's easy to check out and keep taking the shit of this reality in our world. So everything, all that brought up, can we all destroy and uncreate it all? Right and wrong, good and bad, pot and pork, all nine shots, boys, ads and beyond. What's popping up? Anyone?
So for me, Rashi, after coming into can you hear me? Or should I
Now I can.
So after coming into Access, a lot of that feeling of depression, helplessness, victimhood went. I'm going through a financial crisis right now, but I don't feel victimhood, depression. I just say, so what? It'll all work out in the end.
Can I stop you there? It's okay to work out in the end. So what is that end? It's far again. Instead of acknowledging it's just a point of view.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you're trying to say मेरे को affect नहीं कर रहा है, but end में, like जब movie खत्म होगी ना, तब हम साथ साथ होएंगे. So you're waiting for your end. You're addressing your universe from your end. It's like, literally how people do in their deathbeds. अब मरने का टाइम होगा तो चलो माफी मांग कर निकल जाते हैं. शायद हम hell में से heaven में आ जाएंगे. Firstly, there's no hell and heaven. It's just a point of view. But people do that till their last breath. And then even we feel like, he or she is such another this thing, chodo na.
Yeah.
Ultimately, behind the back, after their 10 days, they're dead, they all again will kir about them. But the point is, that minute on the face value, we think you said clean, I said clean, ho gaya. But it doesn't work from that space. It's just, again, a manipulation of what we are doing. Because internally, what you're thinking is exactly that's going to create your world.
Right.
Why we want to go till our last breath? Whenever we are talking to ourselves in life, end mein sab acha hota hai. Like, it's a pacifying thing. Don't worry, good is going to come. This every day can be good. Why do you have to wait for a good day to come to you? It's your choice. You can create it.
Right.
When you can choose crap in an autopilot, you can change your autopilot. It's like the point is like we are not getting tired of our crap what we are creating. We get only tired when we go extreme dipping, like we go to the degree of so depressed in this reality that you might need a medication, you need an anxiety pill, or you need a sleeping pill to put you to sleep. And then also we are getting used to that. When autopilot, we are eating in our body. The doctor ne bola 3 months, 1 year. Again, we are not making the medical world wrong, but are you getting present with yourself? Did you ask the body what the body would like to eat that medicine or take that medicine?
Right.
So everything, all that brought up, can we all destroy and uncreate it all? Right and wrong, good and bad, pot and pork, all nine shots, boys, ads and beyonds. What else? What else is popping up when I'm talking about all of this?
Rashi, can I share something with you now?
Sure.
Yeah. There was one incident today. Someone said, forgive that person, jane do. So that gentleman said, I mean, like, he's advanced in age. He said, even if I have to live for a day, I'm not supposed to take shit and forgive that person.
Okay.
So what does that? I didn't know whether to trust that person, or I was like numb that time. He said, even if I want to, if I have to live for even a day, and if that person says, "Ki nahi, I'm sorry," I am not supposed to forgive him.
Okay, that's his
So
choice. So what do you want this?
So I didn't know how to. At that time, I was quite numb. I didn't know कि इसको कैसे out should
So
I
what are
take
you
it.
aware of? It's about trusting the person or just acknowledging it's his choice, or you're judging him कि कितना stern and वैसा आदमी है कि किसी को
No, I
माफ
didn't
नहीं
go into judgment, but I felt good also. I said, "ये attitude is मतलब like, right also is a judgment if I say it is right."
Exactly.
Yeah, that's also a judgment. So I didn't know how to react, but
You don't
somehow I
need to
felt,
duplicate people. You can get
Hmm.
inspired by people, because most of us
Yeah.
again tend to do, "Okay, acha, that person is making sense, let's duplicate them." But we're not getting
Ah.
present. Does that duplicate works for me or no?
Oh, right,
Yeah.
right.
It could be
That-
an inspiration, but it's not necessary that when you will say this, you will be ready to do that.
Okay.
So
That
there are two
clarity I
different,
wanted. Yeah.
there are two different things. Most of us, we think like, he or she is my idol, I want to become like him. No, he's giving you inspiration.
Hmm.
Like, and a lot of people do it in their own family. I look up to my father, my mother, my grandparents, or my godfather, mother. They have just been an inspiration because you were ready to receive that. You got to ask to outcreate that, because when again you're getting inspired, you're going under them to get stuck with that energy and not acknowledging your weak capacity in this world.
Right.
You know, to copy paste that in your world. Yes, we've learned copy paste very beautifully in this reality, but it doesn't take you anywhere. And we can see it. What happens in the forwards? Copy paste, copy paste. देखने का मन करता है, time के बाद नहीं. But we forget how potent we all are. Even if you're trying to get that inspiration, when you'll talk the same words, it will come in a different way. But we make that time wrong by not acknowledging. We feel like, अरे shit, इसकी तरह क्यों नहीं बात किया था? ऐसे क्यों नहीं बोला था? That much how much power we are giving those people. And not acknowledging how potent and we are talking exactly in our capacity what we would like to talk and speak in this world. So everything all that brought up, can we destroy and uncreate it all? Right and wrong, good and bad, poor and proc, all 9 shots, boys, POVADs and beyond. Wow, this call is taken everywhere, the space today. Anyone? We'll take a last question, otherwise we're going to end this call for today. Anyone wants to say something? Oh, we're good. Wow. So I think it was a simple, sweet thing to give you all the space of depression. It's in short to give you the space. Guys, just get present. The minute you're going depressed, you are checking out, in simple words. And you can change it. It takes a nanoseconds to change it. The minute you're ready to choose it, it will start changing from that energy. So just ask. In a simple words, just ask, what can I be today? And how can I add more joy in my day? Even if it's for half a day, at least start somewhere. Or just ask, what is joy for me today? Because sometimes we have even forgotten, with the programming of our depression, sadness being so more real, we've forgotten also what makes me happy. So you can just ask, universe, show me what's joy for me today. So the more you're ready to ask, universe, the people suddenly will start contributing, and you will be like, okay, this energy matches. I like to be that today.
That's actually very true, because I remember when I was really depressed, my psychologist asked me, "Okay, what do you find, like what activity do you like? What do you find makes you happy?" And I was like, I used to like reading a book, but like I don't find joy in anything anymore.
Right.
And I can't remember like what makes me happy, or like, yeah, all those things. Nothing basically makes me happy at that time.
Right. And we have to acknowledge, with time, age, things change for us. What you were 10 years or 5 years or even 1 year back, it's not necessary that would still give you that joy. So every day is a new day. When we can say that, why can't you and I be every day a new being? So when you acknowledge from that space, you're ready to have for that day that new joy. And maybe again tomorrow that would not make me joy. It doesn't make it wrong. It's just that I'm asking for more in my world. And we all are allowed to ask for more. What we ask for more is crap. Because we are not asking, then universe cannot see. And when we become invisible to the world controls us. And that's how we get depressed and sad. And that's why all these kind of things start controlling us in this reality. Because we go in the victim abuse mode of this world. So everything all that brought up, can we destroy and uncreate it all? Right and wrong, good and bad, poor and poc, all 9 shots, boys, POVADs and beyond. So on that note, let's end for today. Thank you everyone for choosing the call.